and I'm going to have some staff support this as well. I want to start by just giving a couple data points, and then I'm going to turn this over to Mr. Sethi and Dr. King. I know there's a concern around our partnership with OpenAI, and I also want to share that in thinking about the work that we're doing here in this partnership, it is important to note that currently research indicates that 72% of teens in our amazing country are using AI or have used AI companions. And with really no guidance, direction in general, and really no safety guardrails around those today. A third of those students who have used an AI companion actually find it more satisfying than their human conversations and relationships, which I find very concerning. And perhaps the most concerning is that a quarter of those who've used AI companions have shared private information with those AI companions. And so when I think about that data, and I shared that with our SBITs and our T-SPECs, as we are developing training for the adults only, the adults in our school division, we as adults have to better understand AI to make sure we provide clear direction and guidance to our children. And most adults who are educators or operational staff right now in the school division did not have AI as part of their educational preparation. So it's critical that we partner with a professional group that can provide the training, the awareness, the wherewithal for our staff to understand these tools so that we here in Fairfax County Public Schools can shape this conversation and not be shaped by the tools. So I am, and you can do that, we must do that actually, and we must continue to do it in a measured and thoughtful way. And we're going to be very measured in our approach and disciplined in our approach, and we're going to continue moving forward on this topic because our children need us to know more about it to provide thoughtful guidance. So recently, actually, we did this training, and Dr. King, Mr. Sethi, Dr. Presidio, Dr. Riley were on a panel. I'm going to just take one more drink, and then I'm going to step aside. I want to say that it's important that we're intentional about this topic, and it's obvious why Mr. Sethi and Dr. Presidio would be involved in this, right? Academics and IT. I want you to know that it's just as essential that Dr. King's involved, because equity and access for our young people in every school, not just schools where the adults are excited about learning about this, but we have to make this an every school proposition. And so I've been very proud of the team for their collaborative approach, and I'm going to turn it over to them this evening.
Thank you, Dr. Reid, and good evening, morning almost, Board. We are here today to share updates on our AI implementation work at FCPS, and I want to say that I'm really, really excited about this work and the opportunities for open access for our students when it comes to the integration of AI. And yes, we know that we're talking about the adults right now, but our students are already using AI, so it's important for our adults to be trained and so that we can support our students when we're ready to go that route. Why this work matters now? We believe that this is our Sputnik moment. We as a nation, as educators, need to acknowledge the world around us is changing faster than ever before. Jack Welch, the chairman of GE, believed companies must adapt quickly to change or face failure, famously stating, "Change before you have to." For us as a nation to be globally competitive over the coming decades, we must start building a deep understanding of emerging AI technologies. Only with deep understanding will we as educators be able to thoughtfully integrate AI into our curriculums. Our guiding principles create a starting point where innovation, next slide, please, I'm sorry. Thank you. Our guiding principles create a starting point where innovation must align with what matters most: human connection, legal standards, and ethical practices. In this journey, we can choose to collaborate with the top AI labs, building and shaping the learning tools to always protect our children from the harms and the biases that can happen, and be passive partners. Ensuring that our thinking as educators is reflective in the tools we enable our children to interact with them. Our IT procurement and legal teams ensure that before any AI tool reaches the classroom, it goes through our vendor evaluation cycle. Privacy is non-negotiable. FERPA compliance is first always. FCPS also requires vendors with access to student data commit to FCPS data privacy agreements. This isn't a fast process. Like Dr. Reid said, it's intentional. Our team has had multiple engagements with the community on this topic over the past year. On October 7th, the school board hosted a work session where we discussed the topic in depth. Our leadership team, along with external experts, provided updates and responded to school board inquiries. Our presenters shared ways in which AI is continuously and fundamentally transforming our world, affecting both the workplace force and education. I want to take a moment to share that Sam from OpenAI, during his presentation, shared how you can use the tool to have a conversation with a parent about their kid in whatever language we need them to have. And in that moment, I was reflecting of my time in principal and how I would have to wait for my parent liaison or the support services to be able to have those conversations, and how exciting it would be for our parents to be able to communicate with them in the moment using a tool so effectively. Following the school board work session, our IT team worked to set up a public night on the topic of AI on November 3rd, and many of you were there. We hosted our first community event, Meeting the Moment. The event hosted an interactive expo where the community explored innovative AI tools. Dr. Reid also shared our strategy and thinking around AI tools, evaluations, and all approved AI tools must undergo, again. Critically, the tagline that emerged, which continues to define our work, is FCPS is meeting the moment with AI, leading with humanity. I'll turn it over to Philippe Goffin.
We want to highlight, next slide. We want to highlight the key partners bringing leading AI technologies to FCPS. Google, with its unwavering commitment to providing safe and secure AI tools that builds upon a deep and long-standing partnership with them. PlayLab, which focuses on creating with AI, which is different than consuming with AI, amplifying student imagination and innovation. And this product and the capability Dr. Reid mentioned earlier is going to materialize when our students come together in the competition, which is we're really excited about. They have such innovative ideas in the hopper right now. This is in mid-February. Everyone is always invited. It's a public event. And the last one, ChatGPT for Teachers, which materialized this December, is a version of ChatGPT designed for education institutions, prioritizing privacy and security for education use. As we had mentioned a little bit earlier, and we want to certainly commit to it again, all our vendors who have access to sensitive data must commit to FCPS data privacy requirements and have gone through legal and procurement reviews before they can be brought into the environment and used with our student data. Next slide. Staff training opportunities. We want to build capacity for this work, and we must invest substantially in staff training. With the initial uptake provided as optional, staff-paced, and online training, we are now rapidly working to provide targeted training opportunities for key tech support staff at schools. We just mentioned earlier on January 6th, which was actually this Tuesday, we hosted an event for our SPITs and T-SPECs where we had this opportunity to debrief with them and share some training. We'll also be doing similar training for our building leaders very shortly at the next ACPM. By blending these facets, we are bridging the gap between knowing and doing. We'll continue to scale up training for adults, ensuring AI literacy is universal and supporting all at FCPS. Next slide. We're also excited under Dr. Reid's leadership. We will be forming a FCPS think tank, a high-impact advisory body that will report directly to the superintendent. We need recognized leaders from diverse fields, business, academia, ethics, technology, and community advocacy to participate in this, and we join them in building something unprecedented together, a national model for AI in education that puts humanity first. Thank you.